Hey Squidward. Hey Squidward. Hey Squidward. Hey Squidward. Hey Squidward. Okay, I'll bite. What is it? Do you know what today is? Annoy Squidward Day? What? No, silly. That was on the 15th. Today's the day that everybody shuts off their air conditioning and runs their ceiling fans as an alternative cooling source. Hello, everybody. I go by the name of the Russian Fazbear, and you all know what today is. You know the drill, and I am going to be making a video of my entire ceiling fan collection. Now, before we get started, I just want to say that it has grown substantially since last year, and this is going to be a big one. So strap in, ladies and gentlemen, because here we go. So we'll start off in my bedroom as we ordinarily do. Here in the middle spot we have a 1983 polished brass Casablanca 4 Seasons with Slumber Quiet. It also has walnut cane blades. Over here we have a 1985 antique brass Casablanca Low Ceiling Series with Slumber 5. Here we have a 1979 Casablanca Zephyr with a K63 motor. It's a nice fan, though it is a little roughed up. And that downrod is polished brass, it's just very tarnished. And up there you can see the top, which makes it evident that it is K63. Right here we have a whitened brass Fasco State Fair motor, and I do have the blades for this fan. I just they're elsewhere. I took them off because the blades kind of collide with the neighboring fans. Right here we have an antique brass 1983 Casablanca Century 9000. Very nice. Then, here's the bed, and under the bed we have fan blades, a long row of them. So we will just pan across here. Don't really feel like pointing out what all of these are, as I'll get to that when I go over the motors. So that's all the blades on this side. Then we'll go over to the other side, where there are more. Yeah, there's those. I'm in a very awkward position right now, so I apologize if my panning isn't very good. And then I can give you a view from the edge of the bed. You can immediately see some stencil blades right there, and the red lady blades back there. Just a very long series of blades under my bed. While we're over here, right here in this little bag I have a giant, or in this bin I have a giant bag full of pull chains. You can see some of them in there, mostly tassels, as those are the ones that I have towards the top. Then over here in this corner, I have some recent acquisitions that haven't really gone through the inventory system yet. We have a white Fasco decorator, and there are the blades for it, and an antique brass Newtone veranda friction drive that has small cane blades. And those fans are keeping the tripod company. Then if we move over to the closet, we have lots and lots of shirts and pants, but on top of that we also have fan stuff. We have some miscellaneous parts, as in hanging screws and down rods, and a lot more blades in here. On top there we have 2 sets of Zephyr blades and some Kane Delta 2 blades. Then up top here we have a bunch of glass. Turn the light on so you can see it a little better maybe. So there's all that. And really quickly over here we have a floral schoolhouse type globe that I just got at a flea market. So there's that. So that's all for my bedroom. Moving right along to the upstairs. Here in the guest bedroom we have a 1989 Casablanca Meridian with rosewood blades. And interesting little tidbit about this one, it's mislabeled as a halogen star. Kind of interesting. Then down here on the floor we have some more fans. These fans were originally in the back storage unit, however I took them out so I had more room to crawl in there so I could show you the fans in the way back. We have an antique brass Columbia 2, another Meridian, a brown parlor fan, an antique brass parlor fan, another antique brass parlor fan, this one is ornate, and one of the 2 Moroccan sand Panamas. And then over there is a Saturn, brass and copper. And then there are the State Fair blades, by the way. And over there is the light for the Saturn. In the hallway here, we have a white and brass Casablanca Four Seasons from 1982, also a slumber quiet. It's currently set to a medium-ish speed. And then here in the bathroom, we have a chrome Casablanca Lady Delta. Okay, now moving back out here. Already went over those fans, but now it's time to get to the beefy stuff, the storage units. Right here we have a box with some glass in it. That box has a light kit in it. Now, going in here, turn the light on. Here is one of these storage rooms for motors. So starting off over here, we have Four Seasons, Crest, CEI thing, Crest, Delta 2, Delta 1, Littleton, I believe that's a latex, Panama, Delta 1, Zephyr, Delta 2, Panama, Delta 2, Victorian, Panama. That empty spot right there is where the other Moroccan sand Panama goes, but I have it out right now because I still need to adjust the flywheel, as you might remember from that fan's demonstration video. Crest, Emerson Casa Classic, Studio Series, 2 42-inch originals, 52-inch original, low profile original, Stratford 2. That is a little Evergo thingy, Chrome Zephyr, and another Panama. So that's the gist of this storage space. Okay. Now, cycling back to here, right here we have On top of the box, we have 2 IT controls and a polished brass K4L. Inside this box are a bunch of blade brackets. Just a bunch of blade brackets that belong to blades that are inside of this box. I just figured it was somewhat easier storage to take the brackets off of the blades, so the blades are in here laid nice and flat, and the brackets are all in that box. The box right next to it is a Fasco World's Fair in polished brass. Quickly open this up. See it right in there. There's the canopy. Some documentation and owner's manual. The screws. The mounting bracket. Yep, there you go. In these boxes, or these bins, whatever you want to call them right here, the top one is dice, so that's irrelevant, but the bottom 4 are fan parts. The top one is switches, another one is other blade brackets, another one has switch housings and smaller down rods, and the last one has remote control units and receivers. And then over here we have 2 crates full of light kits packed to the brim. You know, you got this Snow White K1 here on the top. You got a K4L right there. Here you got a Fasco teacup light kit, among many other miscellaneous ones. And right next to it, right here, we have a whole bunch of long down rods. And I just bumped the door by accident, but yeah, we have a whole bunch of long down rods. These have all, of course, come off of fans that I can't install unless I take them off. And there's some spare ball socket mounting brackets. And underneath this box full of blades, we have 2 Hunter Original boxes, both of which have Hunter Originals in them. This one, I believe, has a Brown & Brass R&M Reverse Air Original, and this one has a polished brass Oak Leaf Ornate Original in it, also with reverse air. And there's also a few more long down rods right there. Anyways, now moving into the larger storage space. So when you first crawl in here, you first see a few fans. Moss Tropical Breeze Deluxe, a Ferrari Red Lady Delta, and another 85 Casablanca Low Ceiling Series. You also see various Panama boxes. One of these 2 does actually have a Panama in it, a bronze one of some kind. I don't remember the technical finish. You also have a few light kits and globes there. Some spare Zephyr face plates. Up there is a spare set of high gloss blades. Inside this Casablanca box is my Decorator Mauve Casablanca Delta 2. And then down here we have 3 more boxes, all of which are labeled with sticky notes. This one has box and loose blades. This one has boxed blades. And the bottom one has miscellaneous 4 Seasons 3 parts. Since these are 4 Seasons 3 boxes, they all came with 4 Seasons 3 parts. So I consolidated them all to one of the boxes and used the other 2 for storage things and the like. That bag back there has miscellaneous Casablanca screws and stuff. There's a Zephyr sideband. And you also just have various boxes containing things like LCAs, wall controls, light kits, and glass. Then you have a couple blades lining the wall right there. There is a Hunter low profile box with a Hunter low profile in it. In those 2 boxes are sets of glass. Right there you have a Casablanca light kit, or might be Casablanca, might not be. Then here in the way back section of the storage space, we have a whole bunch of motors. Tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of motors. So, starting here at the front, we have a low-profile original, a Columbia 2 that needs some work, a Slumber 5 Delta 2, Victorian, Moss Heirloom Olympus, 4 Seasons, Cambridge, Brown Reverse Air Original, Cambridge, Ventura, Delta 2, Charleston, original, 2 Delta 2s up on top of there, another Delta 2 there. That in there is a new in box New Tone Slimline, as you can see right there, Slimline paddle fan. Back there you got Victorian, Centennial, Fasco Centennial, though I wish it was a Casablanca Centennial. 2 originals, 1 polished brass, 1 brown. The polished brass one is 48 inches. You have a black and brass Saturn, a polished brass Zephyr, an antique brass Panama, a white Casablanca Four Seasons 3, and a black Hampton Bay Colby, all the way in the back. Not really sure how well you can see those, but they're there. And then off to the right side, you have a whole bunch of blades lined up. All along there. Then, as if all these motors weren't enough, I also have more motors up there on those shelves. And then there's also more blades up on that top shelf. A little hard to see, but they are up there. Then, as for the motors up on the shelf, starting over here at the top, we have an Emerson spinner thingy, Four Seasons, Mercury, a Minuet 3, Charleston, Passport 3, a Delta 2, and 2 low profiles all the way in the back. Not sure how well you can see those again. It's a little hard to, because I can't really get back there and show you because there's too much stuff in the way. Then down to the lower shelf we have a Hunter Infinity, Minuet 2, Charleston, Moss Tropical Breeze Deluxe, either a CEC or another Tropical Breeze Deluxe, Moss WF Series, Zephyr, Four Seasons, and a Moroccan Sand Delta 2. And that's all that's on the shelves. And that's all for all of the motors that are back here. Real quick, I almost forgot, right across the hallway from all this stuff, in this closet are a few more fans. They're mainly just piled on top of all the other storage stuff that's in here, and the reason these fans are over here is because these are fans that I plan on selling and or donating very soon. So in here we have this SMC Laguna, polished brass Passport 2, low profile, craft-made decorative, a Fasco Gulfstream, and right here are the blades to that Hunter Brighton that I salvaged out of the trash years ago. The motor is down there somewhere. Yeah, things are falling over. And then there are the blades to the Craft-Made, there are the Gulfstream blades, and there are the low-profile blades. Yeah, so just wanted to show that to you guys real quick in case any of you were wondering where these fans were. That's where they are. And really quickly, I would also like to make an announcement that on top of this video, in order to celebrate this holiday that is holy and sacred among fan collectors, every day next week, Monday through Friday, I'm going to be uploading a new fan demonstration video, so look out for those. We got some good fans coming on the docket. Alright, next scene. Here in the master bedroom, we have an antique brass Quorum Remington ceiling fan from the early 2000s. This fan has been installed here for about 15 to 17 years now, and it's done a great job ever since. And it's a bit dusty, as it gets used a lot. And now we are out in the garage. The 3 current fans installed are this 48-inch Peach Fasco decorator with a 3-way spotlight on it. A polished brass cardboard box variable speed Casablanca Four Seasons with cane blades. and a polished brass 52-inch Hunter original from 1996. Going over to the workbench here, past all the yard residue. Up here on the shelf we have a Casablanca Delta 3, a Casablanca Ventura, a Casablanca Four Seasons, Casablanca Delta 2, and a plastic Emerson that's very yellow. All of these fans are either harvest or in need of some work. This Mercury down here currently needs a new capacitor, so I just have it sitting here on the side. Then down here we have a 36-inch original, a white 5-blade 52-inch original, a black 5-blade 52-inch original, and a Homestead thing. And then in this box we just have a bunch of blades. Down there is my toolbox. In here, this is the junk drawer. In here, this is also mostly junk, however it's a little more organized. You have some bags with screws, some Hunter original oil, a few mounting brackets, and some miscellaneous hardware pieces. Then here in the big drawer we have some more smaller blades and some blade brackets. We have some Hunter original ones, some American Industries ones. This is the hang true for the Mercury. And some Crest blades here, Casablanca right there. And yeah, that's the gist of what's here. And then this box here just has wire nuts in it. Here are some light shades that are very dirty that I need to clean. And yeah, that's just about it for the garage and for the entire collection. To close out the video, I will flick the switch to turn all these fans on. Alright everybody, so that's my ceiling fan collection as of September 18th, 2020. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. If I really wanted to run my fans better than you, I could do so with my tentacles tied. That can be arranged. You're a lunatic, SpongeBob.